Global trade doesn't collapse overnight. There is no single moment when everything breaks, no clear warning that something has gone wrong. Most of the time, the system looks stable. Ships keep moving, ports stay open, markets continue to trade. But beneath the surface, global trade is far more fragile than it appears. And today, it only takes one mistake to trigger a chain reaction. Before we get into the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to support new videos like this. Modern global trade is built for speed, not resilience. Supply chains are optimized to move goods as quickly and cheaply as possible. That efficiency comes at a cost. There is very little margin for error. When something goes wrong, there are no buffers, no zapace, no room to absorb delays. Everything depends on everything else arriving exactly on time. Global trade also doesn't move freely across the planet. It moves through narrow choke points, key ports, critical shipping lanes, strategic transit routes. When pressure builds in one of these locations, it doesn't stay there. A single delay forces ships to reroute. Rerouting creates congestion. Congestion slows deliveries everywhere else. What begins as a local issue quickly becomes a global one. Most of these disruptions don't make headlines. They start quietly. A shipment arrives late. A factory slows production. A warehouse runs lower than expected. At first, nobody panics, but small delays stack on top of each other. And once they do, the system starts to strain. Politics makes this even more dangerous. Trade routes don't exist outside political influence. They pass through regulations, inspections, and strategic decisions. Often, these measures are introduced for security or leverage, not to disrupt trade. But trade systems don't respond to intentions. They respond to friction. Every new rule adds resistance. Every delay increases uncertainty, and uncertainty is poison for global commerce. Another hidden weakness is how modern inventories work. Most companies rely on just-in-time delivery. Goods arrive only when they are needed. There is no excess stock. This reduces costs, but it also removes protection. When shipments don't arrive, production stops almost immediately. What used to be a manageable disruption now spreads across industries. What makes this moment especially risky is how many pressures exist at the same time. Geopolitical tension, economic stress, energy dependency, crowded shipping networks, each factor alone might be manageable. Together they form a system under constant strain, and systems under constant strain don't need a major shock to fail. They only need one poorly timed decision. The real danger isn't a sudden global collapse. It's the belief that the system is too big to break. History shows that global crises rarely start with dramatic events. They begin with small choices that seem reasonable at the time. And by the time the consequences become visible, the damage is already done. Right now, the margin for error in global trade has never been thinner. What do you think will happen? Write me in the comments.